Carrying with her nothing but her story, Nubi is just one face of the over 7 million victims that Colombia's 5-decade-long conflict has left. As the country enters its third year of peace negotiations, her main concern remains the same: the paramilitaries that murdered her husband, and less than a year after, raped, tortured, and killed her 15-year-old daughter.
What is going to happen with the paramilitary? That's the question I've always asked myself. Peace is going to be reached with the guerrillas. And what about the paramilitaries? Because it is them that are the ones who continue perpetrating crimes and expanding.
Within a peace process that has advanced much further than any previous negotiations with the FARC, paramilitarism has come as one of the most pressing issues, particularly after a historic agreement on justice aimed to compensate the victims was reached in September.
What is historic is that now truth and acknowledgement of responsibility have finally the possibility to be the center, the entry point for compensating the victims. And that's the way it must be done.
Apart from the point of victims and justice, the parties have also reached agreements on the points of rural development, political participation, and illegal drugs, meaning there has been success in 4 of the 6 points of the negotiation agenda. But beyond that is the impact that the peace process has had over society.
Awareness on the issue of peace has grown within Colombian society. When the first term of President Santos began 5 years ago, people were ignoring and even denying the existence of the armed conflict. Now we are already speaking about signing a peace agreement.
And it is within the recognition of an armed conflict that rural realities have finally surfaced, shedding light on the complexities of that conflict. Realities such as the one of Pablo, who, having dedicated his entire life to working the land, still confronts a historic abandonment by the state.
They are people that have to sell their land in order to pay back to the banks. They fall in misery, so what they have done, they get filled with anger and go to join the guerrillas to fight.
Such stories have come to reveal that bringing to an end more than 50 years of armed conflict and social inequality will take much more than 3 years of negotiations, and certainly a good amount of will and commitment from all the Colombian society. Natalia Margarita, teleSUR, Bogota.